Okay, well, here we go again. It's another day, another dollar. We've got a little bit of good news today. I went down to the employment place today. I had a scheduled appointment. I go back to work at Whirlpool Manufacturing in Marion, Ohio, starting on the 25th of January. Yay me! Alright. But anyways, today, guess what we're working on again? Yay! Not really. It works. I finally got the brake thing fixed, and that's a done deal. Today, I noticed my windshield was totally buggered. So I had to take and hit the spritzer for the water, and for some odd reason, I wasn't getting any water, or I wasn't getting any windshield washer stuff. So we're going to take a look and see what the problem is. I'm not sure. This isn't something I consider fun, but yeah, this is going to be interesting. I think I'm going to have to take the tire off, because I'm not exactly sure how that thing even comes out of there. Alright, well, I'll be back. We'll see if we can figure out how this thing works, and see if I can figure out where the nuts and bolts are to pull this windshield washer thingy out of here. I don't even... yeah. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, working on this windshield washer thing. My wife tells me, she says, well, there's a brand new bottle of windshield washer fluid in the trunk of the car. So I went and looked in the trunk of the car, and I found a bottle of windshield washer fluid. Unfortunately, there's only one problem with it. What is wrong with that picture? Yeah, it's frozen solid. So that's no good. I can't use that. I have to wait till it thaws out, which means I have to take it in the house and let it sit for a few hours, or put it in some hot water, and yeah, that's going to be interesting. I don't think I have. That's my wife's idea of a clean trunk. See, this isn't my crap. This is her crap. Fudge rounds, paper. This isn't how you keep a clean trunk. This is ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. I gotta get this thing out first. So as soon as I get this out, I'll be back and we'll finish up this video. Actually, I have a great idea. Let's try something once. Let's try an experiment. My wife is the one that told me that this was the brand new bottle of windshield washer fluid. So let's take it upstairs, and let's see what she says about it after I show her what the problem is with it. Oh dear! Do you remember when you said that there was a brand new bottle of windshield washer fluid in the car that could be used?
Yeah.
Well, there's only one problem with that bottle of windshield washer fluid.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that picture?
Oh my God, it's frozen.
No shit. That's good windshield washer fluid, right?
No, it's not supposed to freeze.
Well. Okay. I found out what's wrong with it. Yeah. That's buggered. That's really buggered. The rest of the tank looks fine. She thought it had a leak in it, but once I got to looking over the tank itself. Oh, by the way, just so you know, let me show you guys what I found as far as how to remove this thing, so you understand. On 2000 Kia Cepheus, I don't know why I keep looking over here. It's like I see my face here, but the camera's over here. It's still very confusing for me. This is just like day 2 or day 3 or whatever. I don't remember what day it is, but let me show you what I got. So, anyways, there are no nuts and bolts up here to take and pull this out. Keep in mind, now this is a 2000 Kia Cepheus, 1.4 liter otherwise known as piece of shit. So once you get to this point here, there are 3 bolts that you have to take out. One is right there. The other one's down there. You can reach that through the fog light hole right there. If you have fog lights in your 2000 Kia, yay, I'm happy for you. I don't have them in this, so don't see any point to get them. I'm not worried about this car. It's just for point A to point B transportation. So anyways, bolt there, and here's the sneaky bolt that I didn't realize right there. And they are all 10 millimeter bolts. Real simple, real easy to take out. So I got to looking at this thing, and I didn't see anything wrong with the actual physical tank itself. It's perfectly fine, just really dirty and grimy because I don't have any shields. I don't have any of these plastic shields for the car. And every time I go down to Pick and Pull in Columbus, they never have the shields that I need for this car to be able to put it back together like I want. So, and yes, that's another reason why the belt squeals, blah, blah, blah. So, anyways. But, yeah, this is just fine. Now, the only thing is, I can't take and put this back together. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put this in my shed for right now until I get a chance to go down to the auto parts place and get a new pump for this. And then I can hook this all back up together and make it work like I want. So in the meantime, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this hose. I think I can just shove it right back up in there and go get me a tie for it. And we'll be done with that project for the day. Alright, anyways, let's go see what the wife has to say about the pump. Oh dear! Yeah? You're really going to like this one. You want to know why it didn't work? Here. That would be why it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, whatever. My phone's going off now.
It's the motor.
That's the engine. That's the little engine that could not pump fluid anymore. So, that's why it doesn't work. And you never did get me anything out here to take and put shit on. Oops. Hey, I'll put greasy shit down here on the table if you want.
I'll whip you. There's already got stains in my... that I got to try to figure out how to get out.
I can sand it down and redo it.
My tablecloth?
No, I could sand down the table and redo it.
You're not touching my table.
She don't like it when I do shit like this. But I could make it look so much better.
My table is fine just the way it is.
I could take and turn it into like a deep mahogany, you know, like the cabinets I did. Like those cabinets I did.
You know what? This is from the kids. I like what I got from them, so... Here's my spread that's already ruined.
It was designed to be ruined. It's a piece of plastic crap.
So.
Well, I mean, you know, here. There. I got that. Now that's a piece that needs to be replaced. I don't know how much that's going to cost. I have to look that up online. But the tank itself is just fine. There's nothing wrong with the tank.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to bring the tank up here, put it on the table. You going to clean it up for me while I finish up on the car?
I suppose, Richard.
Okay, cool. That'll work.
Don't worry.
That'll work. Be right back.
Yeah.
Yay! She's going to clean it up for me. Wait till she sees it. She'll think twice about cleaning it up. Okay. I got to find something to put that fluid in. I don't think I have any buckets or nothing. Well, I do, but I don't. Well, there could be SOL on this deal. Might have to go get, well, I might have something in the shed I can use. Maybe. I use an old gas can I got in there. Let me see if the door's locked. Yeah, door's locked. Damn. I was really hoping. Wait a minute. What do we got here? Ooh. We got a bucket. We got a bucket. So I'll just take and dump all this fluid in here, or what's left of it. Yay! That'll work. Okay, good enough. Now, let's go see what she says about as far as cleaning this up. This is going to be good. This is going to be really good. Okay, here you go. I'm not worried about the part right now, dear. I was going to look it up later. There's no point in looking it up right now. I figure it's probably going to be about 20 bucks. Honestly, I'd rather go down to Pick and Pull and get it. I'd get it probably for a couple bucks down there. Makes more sense. It's not like it's one of those crucial parts or anything. You said you would clean it up. Here, you want some light to see it better?
No.
Still want to clean it?
No.
No?
I didn't want to clean it to start with, but...
Hey, you made the deal, not me.
No, you suckered me into it.
Oh, I suckered you into it?
Yes, you did, and you know it.
Hey, all right, I'll tell you what. I'll swap you jobs. You can go out there and put the car back together.
No. What I have you for?
Well, honestly, what I would do is I would take that thing to the bathtub, and I would take, like, some orange Gojo, take that bottle of Gojo back there, or underneath the sink, take that, put that in the bathtub with it.
Yeah, but you don't need to run that grease down the tub.
Ain't gonna hurt it. Ain't gonna hurt that tub none.
That's where I was taking it.
Okay.
First of all, I need to scrape the grease off of it. So.
Okay. Well, you have fun with that. I'm going back out and finish fixing the car.
Yeah, whatever.
Just a quick note here. I had my neighbor, Adam, he came over last night, and he helped me finish up this brake job last night. But I wanted to show you guys something on this. Okay, now I know you guys seen this before, all right? And you've seen this part that I told you I was having an issue with. Well, this right here, this piece right here, you have to really be careful on these Kias, and you really need to pay attention to this. Like I told you before, it goes through here, which is what this rubber piece is for. Okay, that rubber piece right there is supposed to go right there. But the problem with that is when you take and put this up here, and if you don't have this bracket up here that goes on this strut, this hose will take and rub up against the tire. And when it does that, it causes this hose to rupture, and you'll just be replacing one hose after another. So the way I remedied this was, as you can see, I put this end in first, took and ran it up back behind here, ran it up inside here, and hooked it up right up there. And I took a took a zip tie, and zip tied it right to the strut so that it doesn't go anywhere. And I've been taking and using this car going from point A to point B. I've been all over the place with this thing already this morning, and it's working great. I haven't had any problems with it. Brakes just fine and all that. I did notice something last night when I was under here. This is going to be another project. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to have to replace this strut, or this axle, I mean. I'm going to have to replace this axle. And the reason why I'm going to have to replace it is, if you give me just a minute, I will show you why I have to replace it. How goes the endeavor of cleaning?
Not bad. I got most of what I need off of it before I wash it. Why?
I was just wondering. I figured you'd be up here crabbing about it. Looks good, though.
Why would I crab? I mean, I've already done that.
Right. You got that part of it out of the way. Looks good. So anyways, let me show you why I need to replace that axle. My naked snow lady. She's a-getting there. Alright. That's done now. Here, get back under here, and I will show you. Yes, you can see it now. That's a ripped boot, and that needs to be replaced. Well, I would rather just take the part back to AutoZone if it's still under warranty, because if I'm not mistaken, I have a limited lifetime warranty on these parts, and these parts are always supposed to be good for the lifetime of however long I own this car. However, AutoZone's never screwed me over, and they've always been really good to me. But I will have to check online and see and make sure. I'll have to go through my orders and see how long ago it was, because I don't know if they cover it that far back. I don't think this axle is that old, but yeah, I don't think the axle is that old, but it's one of those jobs I really dread doing, because it's such a pain in the butt. And I don't mind doing it outside, but it's just one of those jobs I do not look forward to doing, because it's a very, very tedious job. Yeah, it's just a pain in the butt. So, yeah. Man, God. I have to replace that. Means I got to get a front end alignment. I got to go through all that BS. Front end alignments are like $50. Don't get me wrong. I could do a front end alignment on my own, but I'd rather just take it to the shop and have them put it on the computer and do it. It's so much easier that way. But yeah, I'm gonna have to replace that axle eventually. I mean, it's not something that's detrimental right now, because it's not clicking, it's not making ungodly, obscene noises or nothing. So you know, it's working. That's all I really care about. So long as it gets me from point A to point B, hey, I'm good with it. So, anyways, I'm gonna take and get this tire back on here and get the car back together and find me another project to do for the day. Yay. Thinking about shooting guns today. That sounds like fun, don't it? Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens later on. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. There's something I've been wanting to tell you guys since I started doing like these automotive little things that I do. There's one tidbit of information all you mechanics should know and understand. And I've seen this happen one too many times. I've seen too many videos, especially on YouTube, a lot of them. Guys working on cars with nothing more than a floor jack. Okay, I'm going to tell you people something right now. It is very dangerous. It is very dumb. And you should never ever get underneath of an automobile without some proper support. Period. Okay? I speak from this from first hand. We have a it's a 97 Buick LeSabre. It's a very heavy car. It's like 3,800 pounds, somewhere in there. I don't know. It's a very, very heavy car. About 3 years ago, I was replacing an axle on it, and I did a hub assembly on it, and I did a brake job on it. And this was in the middle of the winter. The snow was about a foot deep, maybe a little less than a foot deep. But anyways, regardless of that fact, all I had at that time was nothing more than the floor jack, and I put the floor jack under it. I had the wheel off the car, I had the hub assembly off the car, I had everything off of this particular side of the car. And no, it wasn't this car. This is the Kia. But anyways, back to the point, I had nothing more than the floor jack. Had I been still under the car when I was taking and pulling apart the steering knuckle when it happened, I probably wouldn't be here today making this video. The floor jack slipped, came out from underneath the car. I was standing right here when it fell, and it scared the living crap out of me. And ever since then, since that time, I will never, ever, I don't care whose car I'm working on, I will not get underneath of it with nothing more than just a floor jack. I just will not do it. Not a chance. Or a hydraulic jack, whatever you want to call these things, all right? You do not get underneath of a car when you have nothing more than nothing more than that underneath of it. This is great for changing tires. This is great for lifting the car up to see, underneath of it, but don't ever, ever climb under a car with just that, or just like the standard crappy jacks that you get with cars. Don't do it. It's not worth risking your life over, okay? Proper support. When you're doing proper support, you should have something like this. This is proper support. This is a 6-ton jack. This will take and hold your car up. If at anything, you take and get one of these or two of these. They usually come in pairs. This will save your butt. This is what I use to climb under any car. If I have to work on somebody else's car, I grab my jacks, and this is what I use. I will not climb under a car without them, period. It's just very dangerous and very reckless.